Okay, yeah, great songs. Everyone did a great job. All right, everybody. We have here, he is late to the game. He got things sorted out with his lawyer. He does have credit card fraud charges. He's got a court appearance tomorrow, but he cleared up with his lawyer. Jeremy Matthews, are you with us, Chat Master?
I am indeed here.
Are you just learning about these charges? I thought you were dealing with your lawyer the whole night.
You know, I've been watching silent films. Senator Harris did not make it to the screening tonight, but
I'm so sorry.
Tomorrow. I'm guessing Secret Service. They're very secretive.
Yeah.
They were probably scoping it out, but
yeah, they tried. They looked at your house and they were like, "Well, Clayton was here. Could have had COVID. Ryan was here. He left all these Modelo beer cans everywhere. It's disgusting." We had a. By the way, little full disclosure. I mean, some of us like to hang out after the show. I know it seems like we have so many fans that we're just here because we were put together by an industry. No, we're all friends. Jeremy had Clayton and I over on Friday. We watched
Stone Temple Pilots of online.
I am. We watched Bill and Ted 3 on Friday. I liked it. I thought it was fun. The whole time. I thought it was fun.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. I thought it was getting the band back together. There was some they were working out. But I was happy to say I'm very happy. Happy it's in the Bill and Ted verse, which is one of my favorites. Bill and Ted 2.
I couldn't tell whether I was so excited that I was watching a movie that I was laughing so much, and then I was like, "Am I laughing too much that Ryan and your wife and you, Jeremy, were like annoyed?"
No,
I don't think we were annoyed by your laughing. Just you were trying to like explain everything. This is Bill and this is Ted. They're in a band called the Wild Stallions.
I've never. No.
Not quite.
Why do you think I positioned myself on the other side of the projector, Jeremy? I knew I needed a sound wall in between where Clayton was.
Very clever.
No, but I also
explains that. Could you press pause? Let me explain station real quick. Okay, in his station.
Yeah, I know. By the way, I was nervous the whole time because I love Bill and Ted so much. I love those movies that I was just like, don't blow it. And when we made it to the finish line, the end of the movie, I finally relaxed and was like, they did it. They made it. Everything was fine because I was really worried it wasn't going to be good. Just because I've been waiting for a sequel ever since Bill and Ted 2, which again I think is one of my top movies. I love that movie. Station. All right, it is time.
And now we're doing...
It has the guy from Bogus Journey, right? Who plays?
Yeah, Death comes back. William
Sadler.
Sadler.
Is that his name? Also the star of
Demon Knight.
Demon Knight,
which that movie rules. That movie's so sweet.
Good. That was my first rated R movie that my parents didn't know I watched.
Last of the Mohicans. That was mine. What does that say about us? I don't know.
So now we are doing the Pordenone Silent Film Festival in Italy is doing a virtual festival, and we're watching it every night in my driveway through Saturday. And Kamala Harris might be there tomorrow, unconfirmed.
Are you joking?
I tweeted I invited her because I thought she might. You can't do stuff.
Things to do.
So I'm like, hey, if you're looking for something to do in
She's at Echo. She's at Club Echo.
I did get COVID.
Yeah, I invited her. I think she'd dig it. She'd have a fun time.
Oh man!
I don't see
Did you
why
get so much as a retweet? Have you checked your analytics on this? Do
you know, well, I just watched the movie and then immediately got Studio J set up for this. So, I mean, Donald.
So you haven't checked your retweets yet? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't checked Twitter in hours. Like, I don't know what Trump's done in the past 2 hours. He could be on a coughing tour of America now.
I really wanted to go and see the movies last night. I just ran out of gas, but the last night movie sounded amazing. So I really appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, of course. It was a great setup. Jeremy's got a little projector in his backyard. That's what's going on. He's got a projector with a beautiful screen. He's got a great setup, welcoming home, beautiful home. I finally got into the room he's in. I've never been there before. It was fantastic. It lived up to all my dreams.
Yeah.
I saw.
Did you BYO egg Schlegel and just put it in one of the crates on the wall?
Yes. I can confirm. I can confirm with everybody. Those are blow up guitars. They're not real guitars. They're just full of air. This for show.
home field guitars.
All right.
And we're here to talk shop, though.
We are here to talk shop. This is very important because we were going to do Utah County's quiz, but we'll save that after this because we love this segment. We still don't have a theme song for it. Maybe one day we'll get one. It is time for, of course, You Shop, Bro? You shop, bro? Do you shop, bro? This is the segment where us three Husky boys take out our Photoshops out of the box they're in.
I prefer Schlubby to Husky, but go ahead.
You
I like
identify.
Husky.
I will make. I will note to identify. Make sure.
both.
However you gentlemen identify, I will make sure to call you that.
Brawny.
You go Brawny, I'll go Schlubby, and then Bradford will go.
Blimpy.
Will
You
go
could-
Husky.
You can call me Blimpy.
Limp Biscuity. Limp Biscuit crew coming up. The only after show that happens during the show.
Blimp.
Limp.
Blimp Brisket.
Are
Blimp
these
Brisket.
body type descriptors or new nicknames?
We're all trying to figure out along with you, Jeremy. We have no idea. It is time for You Shop, Bro. We go up to we challenge each other with a theme. Last week was a huge success with what did we do last week? Oh, testicles, the most disgusting one. The week before we had our
Wait,
very
did you get any word from your aunt in France?
well, I haven't heard from her, so that kind of says everything. I love you, Sal.
That's
if you're
why
watching
we have
right
one
now.
less view from Europe.
I love you
I'm
so much,
checking out.
Sal. And if you decided to stop watching the program, that's fine. I'll blame Ryan Bradford. The week before we had Nitro, Ty Radowski on, who was fantastic. Thank you, Jeremy, for setting that up. We've had a whole series of these. This week, though, I forget who mentioned it. Was it you, Clay, or was it Bradford? Who mentioned Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee?
I think it was just in our content chat, our content thread chat.
We started.
Official Polyester Blend friends chat.
We decided to
Felt
do
like maybe he'd be the guy.
Was it before or after his test came back?
after.
It was, definitely.
Definitely shaming those who are sick and could die. So we do hope he doesn't die, but we do need to make fun of him because he's kind of been a goddamn fucking asshole about the whole thing. So, and he represents our state. So, by the way, that's in the swear jar. We're up to 13 in the swear jar.
You realize no one else is sworn besides you. It's
I'm a filthy sailor. I'm a filthy sailor.
bullshit.
We got another one. We're up to 4. I'm like,
I just think maybe one day my son will watch all the Polyester Blends.
and he'll know who the problem is. Listen, I treat this show like Fleet Week. I get off the boat, I'm in New York City, and I'm going wild. Okay, swearing all the time.
Like Flea Week from Red Hot
Oh
Chili
my
Peppers?
God, Flea Week! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Sounds like
I'm writing that
sounds
down.
Like sounds like another concept for a
Yeah.
future blend.
Flea Week. By the way, that's something. Oh my God! Everyone shows up with their bass and their underwear and then dicks covered in socks, and they just walk around L.A.
I have like 3 pairs of like stuffed animal pants that I can wear. So
Oh my God!
I could do Flea Week.
Flea Week. We gotta do something with that. All right.
I don't have a 6-string bass in here though.
You're yellow, McFly. You're yellow. You're chicken. You're chicken,
I got a
McFly.
4-string, so.
Anyway, it's time for You Shop,
Let's
Bro.
shop. Let's
Last
shop it
week,
up.
who won last week? Ryan? I can't remember who won last week.
Yes.
Oh, Ryan.
I mean,
remembers.
I don't know.
Ryan,
Yes, it was.
you're the winner of last week. Do you want to go first? Or do you want to nominate someone to go first? What do you want to do?
Like is it? It's the winner's choice.
I like
now?
winner's choice. I think we should start doing winner's choice.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll go first.
Because the winner has to go first.
Okay, I like. All right, we'll do that. Ryan,
This
you
was
want to?
the rule set forth previously.
We have these.
Maintain it.
They're written in stone somewhere.
I defer to the chat master.
We need to get some
We have
lawyers in
rules
them.
for a reason, Schlitter.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chatmaster. Also, Judge Master. Ryan, do you want to explain it or just look at it?
I feel like mine's pretty self-explanatory. People who don't know that Mike Lee, he got COVID.
You got the code.
He got
Wait,
COVID.
are you saying Mike
He's-
got COVID?
He was seen like videotaped holding a mask at this super spreader event, just so excited to be at this place, but his mask was in his hand and he's like holding and he's hugging people,
Wait,
spreading.
did anyone else at this event get COVID? I haven't heard about this.
No one else. He was the only one because COVID's made up. It's all.
Wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
You got
put
that
it up.
special patriotic strain though.
Yeah, it means he's more American and not communist. By the way, I want every time I show one of these, this is what Mike Lee, this is what he looks like when he's looking at our shops. Is this photo that's on your screen right now?
He's like, oh boy.
Oh, you
there it
boys.
goes.
Oh, you boys. You
I feel like I'm
Joey.
about to get shopped.
The reason I don't care is that you're going to hell and I'm going to heaven. I'm Mike Lee. All right, I'm going to show it right now. People, this is Ryan Bradford's submission. This submission is this. Oh boy, what do we
Okay.
got? Oh, whoa.
So it's a little subtle.
Someone
It's a little subtle.
someone found the saturation button on Photoshop this week.
Okay, so let me
Why
let me
does
set
he
this up a
look
little
like that?
bit. What?
Why does he pose like that? Does he have to pee? Why does he look like that?
Let him explain. Let him explain. Give him
Alright.
That is a subtle.
Well,
that
here's
is
the
a
funny
subtle
thing
shot.
Is Bradford's like, it speaks for itself. Now he's like, okay,
I have to explain
All
every
right,
bit
so
of
let me
this.
let me explain it all.
Judge remembers that. Judge remembers that.
So anti-mask rally, of course. This was a photo from the one I sent both of you boys. I think the original is just him like in a nice office, looking just goddamn excited to be there. But so in this context, he's at an anti-mask rally and he is all horned up about the no masks, and he's covering his erection. He's trying to cover his erection. Hence the arms, like
Unbelievable.
over his crotch. His righteousness is making him ashamed of this original sin. So of course,
that's
the blushing.
I thought
Just to get some context of the shop work done, is this an actual pose you found Lee in? Is this Lee's head on a different body? What tell us about the work here?
Let me throw the original in the doc.
I thought
real
the
quick.
original was him and Amy Coney Barrett.
that's the
Yes.
hug.
Next
That's
to
the
each
hug,
other.
right?
There was a lot of Mike Lee photographs thrown around. I thought the official one was going to be the headshot, so that's the one I went with.
Well, see, that's the thing about You Shop Bro is that you can use the.
Oh, I didn't really. I should have appealed to the higher authority.
That's true.
As Nitro pointed out, there are no actual codified rules.
Oh
So-
shit!
What an asshole.
So
Okay,
you
swear
can
jar-
just make
Swear
like
jar.
five different shops, and no one's gonna.
We're
stop
at
you.
15.
I
We're
can
at
do
15.
whatever I want next time. Oh crap!
All right,
can do
Schleg, I threw the original in the doc.
Where is it at in the doc? Is it below the? Oh, here it is. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get rid of your thing here. Okay. Oh, and then you moved
Okay,
his
I can
arms
see where you can-
closer.
Okay, so
That's
you
good.
moved the arms to cover
Cover
the
up
You
top.
use the boner cover-up plug-in.
Yeah, there's a plug.
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
There's a plug-in. See, look at that arm movement. Nice.
yeah.
It's like he's dancing when I do it like this. Whoa, ha, boner.
But his facial expression is
The exact same.
which
Boner.
is kind of ridiculous. Like I assumed it must have been while he was watching pornography.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Ryan, couldn't you have taken the time? And the judge really should consider this in his ruling. Couldn't you have found a anti-mask rally in Utah to use? I mean, I think it's kind of cheap that you use Nevada. I mean, this is kind
Hey
of.
now, don't sway the judges with your commentary, sir.
I'd already made a note of that, so don't worry about.
I don't mean to tell the
Okay.
judge what to do.
Don't
I don't mean to
editorialize,
tell.
man.
I don't mean to
Don't
tell the
document
judge what to do.
Hey, that briefly crossed my mind, but I was like, he likes Utah. He probably likes Nevada too.
Yeah, that's true. And
my week like sinks or swims on whether I win you shop, bro. So please don't do anything to jeopardize my victory.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we got to watch out for that. Ryan, this is fantastic. I'm getting uncomfortable staring at the fabric behind his hands because of what you've done. It makes me feel very uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
You're searching for something that might or might not be there.
Yeah, let's just say we hope we understand why he didn't need to sign the stimulus plan because he has a stimulus plan in his pants. All right. So who wants to go? So Ryan, do you get a degree? Who goes next? Do we have those rules? Who goes next?
I think Ryan, or the chat master, whoever.
Yeah, let's go Clayton.
Oh, thank you for calling me by my actual name. I appreciate that.
Clay. What do you want?
Order,
Clay.
cheers.
Order, cheers. Orderville, cheers.
Hey, I gotta say, this was lightning round for me. I had a busy day. It took me 8 hours to put this together, so I was really rushed.
Is
Okay.
it just him saying the poop thing again?
But I had to poop.
I had to poop. Clay, do you want to
bring it
explain?
up.
Do you want to explain or just put it up?
This is self-explanatory.
Okay. I actually think this is your finest. When you, I think this is
That's
your
like-
finest Photoshop yet. I really do think that.
I used some free transform. I used different
Now,
layers.
That's a solid that's
solid entry.
stuff right there.
I wish you would have rounded off the square edges of the photo, though. It does look like it just ends right there. There's an invisible wall against his shoulder, but I'll accept that because you have the radioactive sign. You have the COVID.
That's actually where his boner is coming up. No, there's that's biohazard.
Biohazard. Excuse me. I don't want to get my hazards right. The fonts.
I just like the concept of free hugs, and then like his attorneys say you have to put up these 2 other signs.
He's also selling lemonade.
Yes, dude. I love Clay.
It's just like a side hustle.
Is the lemonade free, or does the lemonade?
Clay,
he brings you in for the hug, but then he's like, "Now you have to pay me $1 for the lemonade."
It's the side hustle. Like
you guys are no. You guys are wrong. Where he's been out there all day waiting for hugs. Where is he supposed to pee? I mean, this is a piss jar. He's supposed to be pissing.
So you're thinking that's some Lee piss?
Yeah, it's some Lee piss. That's COVID. That's COVID-ridden Lee piss.
Hug. Now you got the dry cough. You might need some lemonade. Lemonade is $15 a cup.
Oh my God, Clay! This is. And by the way,
at least he's outdoors, right?
Pays for his steroids,
but also,
presidential steroids.
But Jeremy, we were talking about this earlier. Outside is where he got COVID. We think. Because that was an outdoor event where he's hugging everybody. But Clay, the fact that you said that he ran it by his lawyers, like that is just funnier than hell to me. That his lawyers were like, all right, so Mike Lee wants to go hug people. He has a booth. We need to make sure he's not culpable if someone gets COVID. Put up some visuals of COVID and all that.
It checks out. That seems like what Mike Lee would do. Yeah. He'd like, I want to show that I'm for freedom. I want to do this, but I don't want to get sued. So I know deep down it is dangerous, so I just want to make sure my ass is covered.
And also, we got, if in case any of his followers are illiterate, it's just visual.
Right. You don't even do words. You don't even do words. You don't. That we know that the people who vote for me are not. They don't read. They're illiterate, so we have to worry about that.
But also he doesn't want to put actual words on there. Doesn't want to be like caught in a little liberal QAnon conspiracy. He just has to put up the images to pass litigiousness. So
wow, that's very good.
Thank you.
I was
deep dive.
Again. You shouldn't. If you would have said you worked all that, I would have been so proud of you. Great entry this week. Great entry. All right, that leaves me. I made 2, but I know the rules. I'm submitting 1 formally. That'll be the one we see. But I did make 2. We'll see if this was the right choice. This is the one I went with. I went with so I did Mike Lee in his hospital bed, yelling at a Utah teacher to get back to work. So that's Mike Lee yelling at a Utah teacher to get back to work.
That's pretty good.
So she shouldn't. She needs to open up the schools. So I did that one.
That's your official submission?
That's my official. Do you want to see my secondary one?
Show us your other one. Yeah.
Okay, the other one. I was like. That one, I went with that one because it meant the more to me personally. It was a political statement about these schools being open. I know that's a whole long thing. This next one was just pure fun for me. This next one was just pure fun because I wanted to use the hug photo. None of us used the hug photo until now. So I've got.
Oh wow!
So I've got Mike.
I've got the read.
So I've got the Grim Reaper himself being hugged by Mike Lee and Satan, played by Horatio Sands.
Oh, special! Who's going in the background?
And then, of course, because she's in the background, Amy Barnett. Is that it? Barnett? No, that's my.
I think that's Mike Lee's wife.
No.
Actually.
Oh, I thought that was anyway. I thought that was.
I don't think that's.
That's not the nomination. Anyway, well, she's her skin is. She after years of hugs from Mike Lee, she now knows no skin on her face. But yeah, there you go. Just Mike Lee.
Wow, I think you might have put the winner up as your substitute, buddy.
Yeah.
I know. I went with the political statement.
Points would have been deducted for not having the Grim Reaper either being Seventh Seal or Bill and Ted.
Fair enough. It's hard. I was trying to get the angle right for the death, and the straight-on photo worked the best. That's why I went with that one. Plus, I like the cartooniness or the Halloweeniness of it all. Those are you shop, bro, and this is the very important moment. This is where the judge, Chatmaster Jeremy, he rules. He rules on what he has seen. Jeremy, do you need to see any of them, all of them? What do you need?
I think I made my decision.
Oh!
So I enjoyed everyone's work as usual. I do, however, feel like the two Ryans were a little more reliant on explaining it. Like I appreciate the commitment to visual storytelling, that you didn't throw like a talk bubble saying, "Hey, teacher, get it back to work."
I took notes from last week.
That might have helped the gag land without you having to explain it. So I think I'm gonna have to give it to Clayton. This was the most complete. Like, you look at it, you immediately get the joke. You got the lemonade. You got the signs.
Can
up
I
on
interest
the
you guys in some lemonade?
Yeah,
You have some poop. You have some poop. I'm starting to worry about our judge a little bit. I'm starting to think he's getting he's getting payment underneath the table.
That Venmo come through? Or?
Oh yeah, just got it.
People of
Hey, I've only given it to Clayton one other time.
That's
Nitro
true.
gave it to Clayton.
That's true.
As the second place prize.
No, and then the first time we ever did it, you have poop. Clay has won 3 times. Clay has gotten you poop. Do you poop? He got the secondary to Nitro, I thought. Oh no, wait, no, I don't remember. I don't remember.
But I have to do it.
Sorry, I don't want to mess up your masterpiece. Wow. I mean, Ryan, let's go to you. How do you feel about the judge's ruling?
I think I'm fine with it. I think
I love yours, Ryan. I thought I was going to lose to you. The horniness.
I like the horniness, the repressed horned up.
Yeah.
Is like the arms are subtle, and if you don't have
the arm work was great, but I think we needed a little something more just to hammer home what was happening. I think it's a great shot, great gag. Points deducted for it being a Nevada rally instead of Utah.
True.
And,
have that Eric Moose
and like if you don't have the original
at first I was just like, is something wrong with his face? Like, it was red, but maybe it's just red from all the COVID he had.
And
that's what I thought too.
I wasn't sure.
Points deducted for constipation not being a symptom of COVID, right?
Yeah. Once you explained it, I enjoyed it more, and I like it. It's just that Clayton's. I saw it. I got
the vision.
No, I agree.
It immediately landed, but then it had like extra details on top of that made it continue to be funny.
No, I agree, Jeremy.
It's a visual journey.
Jeremy, I agree. His was pretty simple. It was pretty simple, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But also, guys, way harder than I've tried on a Photoshop sample.
Guys, because I suck at Photoshop, you should.
This looks like it took him, 15 minutes instead of the usual 3. So
I mean, he's yelling at a teacher.
Is his hair green in this photo?
I did alter it to make it more
sickly. Go
sickly.
back to yours, Ryan.
Yeah, I got it up.
So my issue with it, like I said, I think it's very funny, but I can't immediately tell he's yelling from that photo.
Well, I didn't know we could add words. I will change that.
You can do whatever.
I know, you're right. You're right.
Words have been used.
I'm learning
in other
this.
ones,
You're right.
So
You're right. You're right.
But yeah, if it were like a talk bubble establishing he was yelling, then suddenly the joke would have landed that much faster.
I also love how many people are actively working on him. That was one of my favorite parts about this.
No,
you know what, Schlegel?
It almost looks like the teacher is actually just another nurse.
Well,
rather than having protected gear, like she's out of PPE.
That's true.
So she's just putting a book on her head.
Well, when you search teacher Photoshop,
her shirt kind of looks like Scrubs,
Oh fuck! And by the way, notice how I only had half of her photo, so I had to put this giant machinery in front of her to block that I didn't have the lower half of her body.
Well, that was nice. That was a good shopping solution.
Shot, bro. You see that? That's a shot, bro. And then let's not forget. I mean, come on. I mean, what's going on here?
No, that's pretty good.
That one
might have won.
You liked 2. 2 is so. Yeah, I know. It was so simple. That's what I thought about number 2. It was so
Simple
simple,
and
but now I'm seeing what's going on here.
Simple, but not incompetent from a Photoshop
I
standpoint.
mean,
Clay-
it's not only simplicity that wins. I'm
Well,
just
sometimes
saying
sometimes it's
that
hard to make those.
being able to read what happens right away is a key part to a good shot, because otherwise, it's like if you're going through a museum and a painting doesn't grab you, you're gonna walk on to the next one.
Gurky,
you
sorry.
want something like this that really draws you in.
By the way, Gurky says in the chat, Jeremy, I think the problem is that Jeremy has never seen Mike Lee with a boner. That's exactly what it looks like.
Gurky is correct. I have never seen Mike Lee. I've dreamed about it, but I've
He's
never.
bringing that NC-17 comp.
I know Gurky's on fire. He's had to redact some messages tonight. He's free flowing.
He was saying that Mary Worth had like a Nuva ring or something.
No, I was.
I just hope that Kamala isn't watching this to decide whether she comes over for the silent film tomorrow.
Because she's definitely not coming.
Well,
over.
one of the things in the
Actually, she might
just as
think
long
this
as
is
Mike
pretty
Lee
funny.
isn't there with a
Yeah.
boner, like
Don't
she'll
worry,
come over.
Mike Lee is not. We officially disinvited Mike Lee from the silent film driveway screening.
By the way, it is a part of the dossier that the governor of Utah, their office, when the VP and the VP candidate shows up, one of the things they hand in the dossier is like, to better know Utah, here's Polyester Blend. Watch the entire catalog. Just sit in your hotel room tonight. Familiarize yourself with that. So yeah, it's probably why she's not going to show up. She's seen the entire catalog.
And then tomorrow night she'll have caught up on all the blends and been like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see."
I've caught up on all the blends.
I've caught up on all the blends. Speaking of caught up, Jeremy, your ruling.
We have to catch up.
You're
by the
right.
way.
Your
We've got-
ruling
we've
is
got a
always right.
whole
I know
new
we got to. Jeremy, your rulings are always wise. You are the judgment, the judge of the Polyester Blend. You shop, bro. You shop, Clay. Victorious. God bless you. Did
I know
it, my friend.
it's kind of weird. I mean, super awkward. You always want to give your colleagues a chance to be victorious, but in the two major segments of the show, I am starting to take a commanding.
I've just kind of learned that the high concept smart.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that we don't want to do thinkers. We don't, Ryan. You and I. We don't want to do thinkers.
Think,
You don't want to do thinkers.
Marketing, guys. Marketing.
You don't want to do thinkers.
Make us think, but make sure it lands. Make sure you got an
Fucking
immediate hook.
son of a
And
bitch.
I guess,
Like, what would happen if
Gurky
Mike
knows.
Lee started Eliminate Stand?